Hi, I'm Becky Stern. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Maker's Notebook have a pocket. If you haven't seen the Maker's Notebook before, it's basically a notebook and sketchbook with graph paper inside and excellent reference material in the back, good for makers and crafters. And this is a really easy way to add some storage for your extra papers in the back. Here are the things you'll need. Of course, your Maker's Notebook, a utility knife, a metal ruler, some white glue, a cutting mat or other surface you don't mind marring up, and the magic ingredient is 2 sheets of heavyweight paper. This paper I got at a stationery store. It has cotton fibers in it, makes it a little bit stronger. The first step is to take one of your sheets of paper and fold it in half. Then take one of the edges and fold it up just a little bit. This will form the edge of the pocket that'll go over the gussets. One part. Now we're going to do the gussets. It should be just shorter than your pocket. I'm just going to do half of the lengthwise of this other sheet of paper. And the width doesn't matter so much. I would say that's about 3 inches wide. What you do want to make sure that you do is it's perpendicular, the cut is perpendicular to the paper. So you can line it up on the lines on your cutting mat or use a T-square. Watch your fingers. There we go. I've got 2. If I crease this really well, I can just tear that. Then I've got 2 gussets. Fold each one in half, lengthwise. And then fold a flap back from each one. It doesn't really matter how far, as long as they're the same as each other. So on the other side, just make sure that it ends up being a seam like that. So do that to your other one. Now that I have 2 gussets, it's time to attach them to the pocket. So I'm going to take my clean edge, the one that I didn't rip, and make sure that that faces up. And I'm just going to insert this with the big side in the pocket like that, and then the back flap goes around the back of the pocket, and the front flap goes underneath the front fold that we made, just like that. So you can see it's sandwiched in there, and then this flap is on the back. And now we're going to glue it. The way we're going to do that is we're just going to take a tiny little bead of this white glue, tiny, spread it around with your finger or, you know, an extra piece of cardboard or something you have laying around, and then line it up, press it down, and then it's good. And then do the other one. So that one's going to attach all along this edge. Smush it around. Then lift up your little extra flap. Kind of get that around that tab, and then you can push it down. And then that side is done. Repeat on the other side. Now if you wanted to, you could try to glue down this tab. I don't really think it's that important because it's kind of going to stay down by itself, but if you want, you could just add a little dab of glue there, and then fold it back in. And that pocket is not going anywhere. Now we have a pocket. So, what do we do with it? Well, we gotta glue it in the book. I'm gonna put it in the back of the book. I'm gonna face it in, facing the interior of the book so that anything I put in it won't fall out when I close the book. So to do this, just put some glue on the back of the pocket, just like before, really thin stuff. And the thinner you put the glue, the less likely your paper is to pucker and have marks on it. So just smush it around. Make sure you get it on the corners. And then all you have to do is slap it in the back cover of your book. Press it down. And there you go. You got a great little pocket. You could put in your other scraps of paper or anything else you want.